Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are checking out Embassy and we're going to be talking to someone who is in everyone's favorite place, cricket. We're going to be speaking to Bhanuka Rajapaksa. And it's Danu on Fire. We are checking out Embassy today and with Bhanuka. How are you?
Good, Danu. Thanks. How are you?
You're such a relaxed person. It's a bit of a problem for me. Normally, I have people who are very
excited.
So tell me, Bhanuka, now you are in cricket. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have. Don't you feel that our country has lost touch with cricket these days?
This is of course done because we don't have much cricket. The last time I think I played was like 3 months back.
Oh, shoot.
So it's been very tough for all the cricketers out there, and I'm sure it must be very frustrating for the spectators as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it's more like a religion in Sri Lanka. So it's frustrating, but I hope things will get better.
Now, it has come to a point where, you know, cricket has a commercial element and there's a sport element to it. The commercial element is lacking these days. We have a lot of players who we see on the field, but we tend to not remember them enough. We don't tend to speak about them enough. They're not in the news. A lot of brands don't sign them up. Why is that? Why is that era just getting stagnant these days?
To be very honest, I would say we haven't had the best of the seasons like past, let's say 3 years. We just have to get used to, getting back to winning terms. And the other thing is, I think, just since it started, I think we are starting the LPL next month. That would be a proper chance for all our boys to get into all these commercialized states. I think we don't have an IPL, so LPL would be the best opportunity for boys to shine out.
Yeah.
With that,
we had like one person going for IPL, right?
We had Danu.
Yeah.
So he has become a star now. It's good for the whole country.
Yeah, and we have one person represent.
Yeah, Malinga was supposed to go, but for family reasons, I think he held back. But yeah, at least we got Danu there.
Yeah.
And he's a match winner now.
Yeah, that's good. Although it is the Indian Premier League, it sort of really does set standards for cricket in terms of the sponsorship, in terms of, the amount of big magnets that sort of hold on to a brand like that. And now, let's go back in time. How were you in school?
I was very calm as usual. But I had my exciting times as well. Not
your excitement and my excitement might be very different. Your maximum frequency might have been at 30.
Could be.
I would have just burst through the roof. But yeah.
Yeah. It was all. I went to Royal College. Yeah. That's so.
You are the most soft-spoken royal. How do you call it? Royalist, no?
Royalist.
I don't know. I don't know about these royalist people.
But yeah, I had fun times in school. See, for us to play in the Royal, I think it's more like playing for Sri Lanka.
Definitely.
So
it has more hype.
I would say it has more hype.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, we have about 30,000 spectators coming to watch the match. So
and the world flies in.
We always charter 2 flights. So there's about 700, 800 people we bring in from abroad just for the game. And I was very fortunate. I played for 6 years for Royal College. And the school days were very amazing. Might not be very exciting as yours, but it was exciting for me.
I was just a plant in the corner, man. Nobody even knew I existed. But tell me, how is it in terms of transitioning from school cricket to the national team? That is that's the moment that everyone waits for. And out of all of those people to be picked and to be chosen and to be noticed, that would have been a moment for you. How was it?
For me, the thing is, I had to wait for 9 years after I left school to join the national side to play in a game.
This why I didn't take up
Cricket.
cricket. I couldn't wait.
Things were not as easy as things are not as easy as I thought it would be. But transition from school, it came to first class cricket after that playing club cricket.
Would you say you are in the place that you wanted to be in cricket, or at least you are in the team?
Yeah, I'm in the team. So I'm a big believer of God. So I always believe that His time is the perfect time for me, and I always praise Him for whatever has happened. Maybe I wouldn't be the happiest at the moment where I am, but I feel that I have about, let's say, 8 to 10 years of cricket left in me.
And also, it's not like everyone in their lifetime get a chance to be a part of the national team. So
yeah, true. So I'm very fortunate that I got the chance at least. And the good thing is I've been playing around the world now in many leagues. And but hopefully maybe I could lead the country one day very soon.
Superb. So one of the reasons why I started following him on Instagram was the fact that he has dogs. The underlying truth comes out. So we're going to speak about that and also lots more, because I need to ask a guy about what's happening to our female cricket team. We actually have a superb team that has actually won many games. Unfortunately, do not get recognized. I've never had one of them on any of my shows as well. We'll speak more when we do come back. Please stick around. It's Danu on Fire. Welcome back to the show. It's Danu on Fire, and we are checking out the embassy. I should say it right, otherwise it sounds like we are at an embassy.
Yeah.
All right, in conversation with Bhanuka. You have a very tricky surname, though.
I get it a lot.
It's not easy to say.
Yeah,
But does it work for your advantage?
no, it does never. Maybe once or twice, long time ago, when I was driving and I got caught. It helped me a couple of times. Other than that, yeah.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Yeah, I was about to say. Now, we were talking about the cricket team, in terms of the female cricket team. We have a very good team, right? Do you all get a chance to interact with them? Because
Yeah, no, the thing is, so we train at Ketarama. That's stage that we practice together. So we all train together sometimes, but I mean like train together separate
Yeah, I
ways.
understand.
But yeah, we do interact with them, and we are quite close to each other. So it's good.
Yeah, because I just feel like, we should highlight them more. Although cricket is called the gentleman's game, you don't even see women supporting the women's teams, which is kind of sad. How do you all take it? Like, okay, does your fiance does she know who is the captain of the cricket team?
And at the moment, Sri Lankan women's side or
Women's
men's?
side?
Yeah.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
Well done.
Yeah,
That's a start.
that's that.
That's a start, because I don't. That's why. But they call it the gentleman's sport, obviously. But we should also give it to gentlewomen.
As long as they're gentle.
But let's speak a little about this thing about cricket has its positives and negatives, and we have lots of the old cricketers still involved in it. And how has that helped? Does it help the team, having these people sort of coming in, like giving their support?
Especially, there are few who is really involved with us now, but most of them, they got their own things to do.
Yeah, true.
But whoever's involved with us, they have always come across and in a good way. they've always been trying to help them more than cricket, but they want to help us to be proper human beings and how to manage our finances and all. But nowadays it has become profession for all of us. So some boys, they might struggle, when money comes to them, they don't know how to handle it. So
and then you just outright spend everything, and then
sometimes you go bored and you just fall onto the same pit that you were in before. But yeah, senior cricketers, they come a lot and help us, and they advise properly. So it has, for me, it has helped me a lot.
who has been your cricket idol?
For me, it has been always there have been two, Mike Hazy and Kumar Sangakkara.
Who's your cousin?
Mike Hazy.
I was like, my cousin. I was like, sorry, I didn't hear it. Yeah, it can sound like my cousin as well.
Yeah, it could.
I was like, oh, okay. Now, in terms of the reason why I started following him, for the fact of, have you ever got caught to this rush of cricket? There's fame that comes along with it. There's an instant interest on you. Has that ever changed you as a person? I don't think so.
I don't think it has changed me, but it has of course, when you get into that stage, when you get into that, when you have that fame, it comes. But it has never changed me. I'm the same from the age of 12. When I started playing cricket, I'm still the same.
What is your parents? How have they been?
They've always been very supportive. My father, I need to mention, because from the age of, I would say 10, before I started cricket, I was a swimmer. So early morning, from around 4 o'clock in the morning, he used to always come and stay with me. Even when I was in school, he used to stay out of school. He was very possessive in a loving way. So it was a headache. I never had my freedom. See, that's why my younger days wasn't that exciting. Even when my friends went out, my father used to always stay out with us.
Oh.
Even when I went for a cinema, he was out. So
out of the cinema waiting?
Yes. They were very protective.
Oh, okay. Are you the only...
I have another brother who is 20 years old, but he got all the freedom in the world.
They were done with you?
Yeah, they were done with me.
They were like, we have tried this with him. Seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. So I really appreciate what they have done for me. Not every single parent would be able to do that with their work and businesses.
Who's your biggest critique?
I would say my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a good way as well.
Okay. Has he ever been interested in the side of sports? Or
yeah, he also plays cricket, but he's not totally focused on it. He got his other issues on his plate, so
right.
he's still 20.
Oh, because he was dad was not there.
Probably.
So he has other problems that come along when you're left to be in the wild.
It could happen.
Now, we always wonder about what are we going to do with our future and things like that. And across the island, there are so many people who are so interested in this game. And there have been so many organizations that have come forward. There's been the Murali Cup that was done to sort of create cricket generations that are not only Colombo Central or main city central, but very rural, can come forward and show their talent. How is the search process? I don't know whether it's right for me to ask you this, but how is the process in search of talent, new talent?
As far as I know, Danush, it's not as bad as we think. See, last month we went to Vavuniya. So myself and a guy called Bishop Fernando, who helped us win a match in South Africa, left-arm seamer.
Okay.
So both of us, we went to Vavuniya. We were invited to open a ground. The boys are very excited to see us. When the national stars comes, they're like over the moon. We had the same sort of intent when we were small, when we saw some national cricketers coming. So it was very touching for us to go there, and we saw proper talent over there. We waited for the match to over, and there were a couple of boys who is involved in playing in the Army Cricket League.
Okay.
So the talent and the search that everyone is involved in, it's happening.
Okay.
So I won't say it's just based in Colombo now. It's gone all over.
Okay.
So we have good talent. It's just that they need proper exposure when they come to Colombo. Just that we need to facilitate all the other grounds as well as good as in Colombo.
Of course.
Yeah.
Something that what you were talking about, the generation gap in cricket. So we had the whole we had the whole Arvinda, Arjuna, that whole era. Then we had the Mahela Kumar era. So we have these eras that come and go. But during that time, grooming another set to come forward is the biggest issue. Is that being rectified now? Because that was completely discussed when Mahela and Kumar retired, and there was like a bit of a slow kuch start going on with cricket.
Yeah.
Has that been rectified?
See, we had, I would say, to my knowledge, I think we had Thirimana and Chandimal who were trying to fill their places. I mean, it's not the easiest to fill such greats, fillings at the end of the day. They left, there was a huge vacuum when they retired. Not that they could, play until their 50s.
True.
But I think, to answer your question, I think, Dhanush, we are finding people and we have proper talent. It's just that I think start of the LPL would be a proper eye-opener for a lot of players and a lot of selectors to select them.
Yeah.
So I think we have to grab this opportunity when the LPL begins, because it's time for all the youngsters to show.
And at whatever level, and this could be their chance to sort of build a team.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's how IPL. I mean, that's how Indians groom their youngsters through IPL.
Exactly. All right. Now that we're going deeper into this matter, on the other side, it's a bit of a tricky situation because his fiance is into desserts and cakes. So it's going to be a bit of a tough mouth to feed here when we do come back. Do stick around. It's Danu on Fire. Welcome back to the show, our final segment, my favorite segment, because I get to eat something sweet. We're checking out the embassy. If you're wondering why is it so empty, well, these are tough days for getting people in one place. So thanks for watching In Conversation with Bhanuka about cricket, about life. How do you like to spend your days? If not for a busy schedule, if you're not touring, what do you do? Please begin.
Yeah, we'll begin. Usually, I'm a big game lover, but more than that, I'm a big dog lover. So I have got about 10 dogs. I have 7 at my place, and I got 3 at my parents' house.
So what do they do when you tour?
Sometimes, most of them, they get depressed sometimes, so which is really sad to see. But most of the time I'm on Skype or I'm on
Do they respond to it?
They do respond,
My dogs are just dumb and I have tried many a times. They are forever just looking out of the place and I'm like, it's sad when you have a dumb dog like mine. 5 of them, I got all 5 wrong. But at least
all 5?
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to even look at me when over the screen. But they respond to my voice, but they search for me near the door. And I'm like, I'm right here, I'm on digital here. But yeah, I understand.
Yeah, they do look for me and I talk to them through WhatsApp or whatever. But my fiance and I got a person look after them as well at home. So they spend some quality time with them when I'm away. But I do miss them a lot. I mean, more than anything, I don't... See, for me, I don't have much vacations. If you go on my Instagram or much, unless I go with a dog or two, I don't travel alone.
Right.
I spend time with my dogs at home and with my fiance.
Okay, seems like a good family.
It is.
Yeah, I think encouraging people to have animals is, I think, the best thing. It cuts your depression, it cuts anxiety, it solves so many issues as humans.
Yeah.
There was a purpose why God created animals.
Animals, true.
He needed them for us more than they need them for more than they need us. We need them.
Of course, we need them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Now, because you live alone, can you cook? Can you survive with a meal?
It might come across bad, but I do live with my fiance.
Okay. That's okay. So, why does it come across wrong?
No, sometimes, it's Sri Lanka. You never know how they think. But for me,
2020.
And I got a helper and a maid to come and cook for us. So we are sorted.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a wise thinking man.
Yeah.
But can you cook to save your soul?
I can cook egg or two maybe. I can save my soul for sure.
It's called a high protein diet then.
It is. I can cook, I can boil, I can scramble. So I know,
you go.
I know
you have
some
3
ways.
versions: breakfast, lunch, and dinner sorted.
Yeah.
So what's next for Bhanuka? Well, 2020 we don't count as an year, as I have decided to nullify my birthday this year. I will accept all the gifts, but I'll not accept the age. But what's in future?
See, for me, main thing for me in 2020 was to get married. So I'm engaged to my fiance. Her name is Sandrine, and so we were to get married in May. But we had to postpone.
Yeah.
Then we had postponed it again. So 2020 might not be the perfect year.
Nullified.
Yeah. But for me, I take it as a blessing in disguise. But still,
Yeah, true.
you never know how it ends.
But you all are pretty much married.
Yeah, we
Of
are pretty
course.
much married. We've been living together for like almost 4 years now.
Yeah.
So we
You all
just
are like
want.
married and now in the process of just coming to like, please, like enough, like.
We just want to like legalize things,
Yes, yeah.
And I'm very excited about the Premier League starting in November. So something
to
good,
look forward to. Yeah,
something
I know.
good for 2020. And so basically, it's cricket. Most of it for me is cricket, Danush. That's about it. And I'm planning on building my house very soon. So I have planned everything, but this year might not be the best to go of thinking of it.
True. But in terms of what we have to hope for, cricket, in terms of apart from this fulfilled national team that we are all looking out for, who would you say is in the running to be the next face as the president, as the captain?
For me, the way I feel, I think we are all grooming Kusal Mendis to be the next captain. I'm sure he's pretty intelligent, and he had his ups and downs, but he's a good prospect for Sri Lanka. With time, I think he will, mature enough and,
Rise to the occasion.
Rise to the occasion, yeah.
Final question I have to ask you. How political is cricket? Is it all fun and game, how we sit and cheer and we're like, yeah. But what type of pressure do you all go through? Political involvement, is it heavy?
See, Danush, I don't want to say yes or no to that question because it's very tricky because I'm still playing.
You have 8 to 9 years in this field.
So I would rather skip that question because.
Okay, I'll take the answer through that itself.
Yeah.
I can understand. I can always see through the lines and figure things out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it's a bit of a tricky place to be.
I mean, I would love to answer, but maybe once I'm done playing.
Yeah, I will ask this question in 10 years.
Yeah.
I think then we'll be all. Even the ones who have left are not telling me the answer, man.
But I'll tell you for sure.
Thanks. We will speak about it over the phone. But anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up. It's always nice to see new faces coming out, new personalities being created in our country, because how long can we always fish from the same place? It's always good to come to know new perspectives, new areas, new people and their opinions. I'm so happy, Bhanuka, I got a chance to speak to you on the show. I want to see more of you on the field, making a name not only for yourself but also for the country. I think that's the most important thing. Thank you so very much. I wish you all the very best, and I hope 2021 will ring those wedding bells.
Thank you so much, Danush, for inviting me, and I really enjoyed the time with you. Thank you so much.
No worries. On that note, we need to wrap things up. We will see you with another cool episode to Danu on Fire. Till then, take care.